Hey, what's up guys, it's Mike, and we're kind of out here. Well, you guys want to see, ground zero for the housing crisis? This is a good place to start. It's supposed to be $400,000 houses that were supposed to be in this neighborhood. Well, it didn't quite happen. But anyway, it makes a great target range. That's all I got to say. Let me show you what we're doing. This video, I'm going to try to show you just a quick and easy way to sight in a scope, or like a red dot scope or a regular scope or something like that. As you can see right there, what I've done is I've just got a basic box with, I think it's got a shoe in it that I found on the ground. But it's a box and it's got just an index card taped on it. And what you always want to do when you try to sight in a scope is don't start from really far away, start from really close, and at least just try to get close to the mark. And then once you have your left and right dialed in and you're pretty close to your up and down, then you can start moving back. Especially with first strike rounds, as expensive as they are, you don't want to start 300 feet away and all of a sudden you're zipping rounds in and they're 20 feet off and you can't correct it. Start from up close and then work your way back. Okay, now I know the sun is brutal here, but basically what we're going to do is we've got our caps off of our adjustment dials. So we're just going to take our first shot. We got the wind at our tail, so we didn't try to set it up in a place where we didn't have too much, left to right wind. But let's go ahead and take our first shot and let's see if we even hit the box. So this is our first time with this scope mounted on this gun just like this. So, I mean, we'd be lucky to even hit the box, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so at that point we had one shot. The first shot actually went right through it, surprisingly. Then we had a shot that was lower right, and then we had two shots that were upper right. So we do know that we're off to the right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust our scope to try to bring him in a little bit left. So we just adjusted the scope a little bit, and let's see if this gets a little bit better. A little bit low, so we need to go up. Go up just a smidge. So we're getting really well dialed in now. Our left to right is about right. Our up and down is pretty close. We're still shooting a little bit high. And if anything, we're actually just a little bit too left. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go a tidge to the right. And now that we're pretty much hitting that postcard, the index card that's up there, now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn the box on its, turn the box to the side. I'm going to put a new index card up there, and then we're going to slide back about 50 feet and see how we do. First shot was off to the right. Second shot went right through the piece of paper. So first shot was off right, but the next two have been a little bit to the left. So let's go a little bit to the right. Close. Right through it. Right through it. I think I got it dialed down. So now we'll see. Now that I'm hitting the paper, now let's see if I can hit the bottle that's on top there. Can you zoom in and see that bottle? You get it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we'll see if I can hit the bottle off the top.
I'm zoomed in on it.
And you heard that. That was loud. So we got it. We're a little off to the left a little bit. So I got to compensate by going just a little bit to the right. But we just hit that bottle, and I think we're probably, I want to say we're probably about 90 feet. And the scope says 30 yards, and it's perfectly zeroed in. So that's about, that makes sense, about 90 feet from here to there, and we just knocked the bottle on the third shot right off the top of the box. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slide back a little bit further, and we're going to readjust the box, set up a new target, and then shoot again. What we're going to do is we're going to try out the red dot, basically the same exact thing as the scope. Get up close for your first shot, just so you get an impact, so you know where to start from. So let's go ahead and take our first shot. Now, we've never sighted this in. We just screwed this to this gun, so we, you know, usually at this range you're going to even be lucky if you hit the box. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so we hit just a little bit high and a little bit to the right. So we need to go left a couple clicks, and we'll go down just a couple clicks. Let's go left a little bit more. I always like on the second shot when I actually overcompensate, then I know it's somewhere in the middle. So let's see if I did that on this one. Pretty close, still a little high, a little bit to the left. But we overcompensated, and that's usually a good thing, because now all we got to do is we'll go about 2 or 3 clicks to the right, and we'll go a couple clicks down. We're gonna get this down to like Living Legends accuracy. That was nasty, dude. That was like goggles at 100 yards. So let's see here. Oh, I mean, that went right through it. Right through it. I think we're still just a little high, just a smidge to the left, even though we went through the index card. So we're getting close. Just a little, we hit the top left-hand corner. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it down a little bit and just a little bit more to the right. So we're a little low, and a little bit to the right. So let's go left. Three. And we actually hit a little bit low, so let's go up a smidge. Yeah, that's on. That's on. Now what we're going to do is, now that we got it sighted in, now red dot, you don't, pretty much from here is about where you're going to go. Now we're going to take a little bit of a step back. But now what we're going to do is let's do some bottle shooting. So we've got 2 bottles up top. Let's see if we can hit it. We'll try hitting the bottle on the right. Killed it. I mean, that hit dead center. Oh no! There goes my whole target range. But anyway, so I think from here we're maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe 50 to 70 feet. I'm not really sure. We're not really that far away, but at least right now we're dialed in. Our left and right is dialed in. Now what we'll do is we'll go back a little further, just double check our settings from a range, and then test it again.